Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Skirbo speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. I've had some requests to look at the midterms and specifically for specific candidates. So the first thing I want to do is I want to look at the governor's races in the South. I'm going to look at Florida first, and then I'm going to go to Georgia. I think I'm going to do them as separate videos. Okay, so in Florida we have two candidates. The Democrat is, his last name is Gillum. He is a black man. I believe he's the first black man to run for governor of Florida. And if he were to win, of course, he'd be the first black man to be governor of Florida. He is a Democrat. He was originally or previously the mayor of Tallahassee, I believe. And he is running against DeSantis, who is a Trump-style Republican, very, very much in the genre of Trump with the wall and the anti-immigration and, you know, making America great again kind of stuff. So, I am going to pick, I believe, I've never done this like this, so this is going to be a little bit of an experiment. But I'm going to initially pick 3 cards, past, present, future, on each of the candidates, and we will see what comes up with that, and if I need to pick more cards, and see how that works. So I'm going to just lower this now. Give me just a minute here, or a moment, and because I want you to be able to see this, and hopefully you can see this. Now, I do apologize. I believe you're going to see these cards upside down. Know that they are not upside down. That's just the way it looks from your perspective. Okay. So, just a couple more shuffles. And I think what I'll do is I'll just pull them out of the deck. This is for Gillum. Past, present, and future. And this is for DeSantis, past, present, and future. Okay. And I think what I'll do is I will put a red pen by the Republicans and a blue pen by the Democrats so we can keep track. Okay, so let's just see if you can see these. Okay, so let's look at Gillum first. Here we have the past. And we have the death card. That's interesting. The present moment and the future. And this is DeSantis. The past, the present, and the future. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay, so so let me read Gillum's cards first. I hope you can, hold on one second. I just want to make sure you can see these. Yep, okay. So we have the transition or the death card as the past. I believe this card is coming up because him winning the primary, the Democratic primary, was a little bit of it was a little bit of a surprise. I feel like the transition or the death card is symbolic of him transitioning from mayor to running for governor. And so there's that. So the present situation, we have the 8 of Swords. This is a card that tells me that he feels kind of pent in. He feels as though there is quite a bit of danger out there. I think he feels that he needs to be very, very careful about what he says and what he does, lest he have a situation that can hurt him. And then the future, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Now normally that's not a great card for other decks, but this deck is very different. And we have this woman, and she is at a gate, and she is actually just about ready to open the gate. And we have an angel here that's taking off her blindfold. So this is a sense of actually moving forward. sort of, there's a sense of a leap of faith here. I feel like the action to move forward is here. Now, we'll look at DeSantis, and it's very interesting because his past, we have the Empress card, which says to me that there could have been a powerful woman that has backed him up. Perhaps this is just his wife, you know, being willing to do the journey with him, but he's very much supported by a powerful woman. His present moment is he's moving over. This is the Six of Swords. This is very much an energy of sort of moving forward, forward swiftly, going over water. I feel like he's trying to move as quickly over a situation, an emotional situation, as he can. But then the outcome card is the Four of Swords. And what's interesting about the Four of Swords is we have a man standing here behind the gate, but he doesn't have his hand on the gate. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so he has his hand on the wall, but he doesn't have it on the gate. And there's four swords in front of him blocking his way. So I feel as if it's going to be very, very close. There's a lot of opportunity to really like injure themselves somehow. More with Gillum. Okay, there are certain things he's got to be very careful around. But I think ultimately he is the one that walks through the gate. This isn't exactly... this is sort of... it's not exactly absolutely... victory card. I see struggle on both sides, but from these cards I see that Gillum will win, but it will be it may also be another surprise win, and it may be on the power of the feminine vote, because we have a woman in this situation and we have a man in this situation, despite the fact that he does have a powerful woman backing him. That is the past. So the future actually looks better for Gillum in this reading. So I'm just going to flip over the bottom and see what we have here. We have the Five of Wands. This is a journey over water. You know what this looks like to me. Can you see this? Maybe you can't even see this. This looks like the hurricane to me. So I feel as though the hurricane is gonna, this latest hurricane, Michael, and how these two work that energy, work the energy of the hurricane, work the energy of you know, how they're gonna seem like what they're doing, right? Do they have command, sort of the boat in the stormy weather? So I'd say the person who can deal with the storm better is the person that's going to win. But I do feel from these cards, at least at this point, Gillum is going to win. So so that's my prediction using these cards at this time. We still have, I think, 25 more days. You know, anything can happen and things can change. So I would give this one to Gillum. Okay. I'll be back with the Georgia race.